a stronger nation and our optimism boundless. As a result, we can achieve any goal that we set for ourselves as a nation, and this country will reach greater heights with the coming of each new year, inshallah. As a new year begins, let me take this opportunity to not only congratulate you all, but wish all of us greater happiness and more prosperity and success in all our noble endeavors in the new year 2013. I also pray that all dreams and development plans in the new year come true. Fellow Gambians, friends and well-wishers of the Gambia, distinguished viewers, ladies and gentlemen, for a better self-assessment as a nation, as we are poised to enter the new year 2013, it is prudent to engage in serious reflection on the year ending. In this context, I observe that similar to the preceding years, 2012 was an eventful year, both nationally and internationally. For illustration, I will briefly make reference to a few remarkable events. Fellow Gambians, globally, the world has continued to move further towards multipolarity and globalization, while innovation of science and technology, breathtaking breakthroughs, though the global recovery from the recent economic meltdown is still slow, with hardships and discomfort accentuated by both natural and man-made catastrophes lingering in many nations. World peace, development and human progress, socially, politically and economically, have been hindered as a consequence. However, we are thankful to the Almighty Allah that despite the turbulence in the international economic system during the year, our economy remained resilient and stable. We were able to absorb all the shocks due to prudent financial and fiscal policies implemented by government. In view of the important contribution of agriculture to the economy, we appreciate the amount of rainfall this year, and we are delighted at the positive response of Gambians to my Back to the Land call, which has resulted in a very good harvest generally. Hopefully, this will ensure sustained economic growth and increase household food security in the coming year. This optimism offsets the despondency resultant from the 2011 crop failure that had terrible consequences, especially for the poor and vulnerable groups in society. It was fortunate that government cushioned that crop failure competently with appropriate measures that were complemented by support from the international community. To all those who provided such support, we convey our profound gratitude and appreciation. Fellow Gambians, ladies and gentlemen, dear viewers, friends of the Gambia, it is expected that the economy will grow in the new year due to the good rainy season and increased agricultural output. In order to promote and sustain this growth, we shall continue to maintain and improve on fiscal discipline and monetary policies implemented throughout the years. Furthermore, government will continue to work with the private sector to spur economic growth and thereby create more employment opportunities, especially for the youth. To this effect, Gambian entrepreneurs and employers are urged to continue to be innovative and look for business opportunities in virgin areas. Fellow Gambians, friends of the Gambia, distinguished viewers. ICT cannot prosper in the absence of power. Interestingly, the energy sector has been gripped by numerous challenges in the past, including incessant power outages. Fortunately, the upsurge in access to electricity in the country and the reliability of the service provided in this sector during the current year has contributed tremendously to improving the business climate and socio-political life in the country. Notwithstanding this success, we will not relent in our efforts to improve the distribution network and provide power for every community in the Gambia, including the utilization of alternative sources of energy, otherwise called renewable energy. One of other events of the year 2012 witnessed the execution of convicted murderers based on the provisions of the Constitution and laws of the Gambia. Such necessary action, despite being constitutional, were misconstrued outside the Gambia and hypocritically blown out of proportion unnecessarily. In fostering peace and stability in the Gambia, my government will never compromise with criminals whose main intention is to stall our progress. When we carried out those executions, we acted within the confines of our national laws and in accordance with our commitment to the rule of law. As a nation, we denounce violence in all its forms, and my government will always maintain zero tolerance for violence, anarchy, murder, rape, drugs, corruption, and sadistic criminals disguised in any religion to slaughter innocent people under the name of any cult. I call it cult because none of the main religions of the Almighty Allah's prophets enjoined any act of violence and mass murder in pursuit of establishing or expanding such a religion. Fellow Gambians, friends of the Gambia, dear viewers, as we strive to maintain a healthy nation, we will work hard to educate the nation. Linked to this, it is worth mentioning that the education sector continues to be a source of pride for us and a catalyst for attaining economic superpower status we are fervently working towards. The intensification of the Primary Teacher Certificate Extension Program, introduction of donkey carts to enhance school access, the quality improvement initiatives relating to teacher content knowledge, training of mathematics and science teachers, and the cash transfer systems are among the innovations within the sector. At the upper echelons of the education system, graduates from the tertiary and higher education levels have increased in critical areas that were before now undersubscribed. Hence, this year's convocation ceremony marked the inauguration of the University of the Gambia Science Park and the first graduation ceremony of home-trained lawyers, some of whom now support the Gambian bench in their quest to advocate or deliver justice. The number of doctors graduated in 2012 is unprecedented, giving us the reassurance that the ratio of doctors to the population will continue to improve.